max right there.
Fine.
All right.
I didn't, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I made this a musical. I don't know.
Why?
I didn't do that intentionally.
Really?
Just came out.
Okay, so you're gonna give us some additional acronyms and we're going to do these on the fly. We had thought about the ones in the show a little bit. These are gonna be shooting from the hip.
Shooting from the hip.
SFTH.
Shooting from the hip. SFTH.
So just keep in mind that for some reason this document
Peter
is
did.
extremely hard to read.
Stevie's making, I don't know if you can hear, but Stevie's making excuses.
Okay,
She says the document's extremely hard to read. Can you hear her?
here we go. B-I-S-L-Y.
Bisley. Boy, it's sure lazy yawn. Yeah. Boy, it's
Baby, I'm sure.
Larry yawned. Baby, I'm sure Larry yawned.
That's it.
That's it.
It's very close, but I still love you.
But I still love you.
Yeah. The more general ones do make more sense than the ones that we come up with.
Yeah, very specific.
You have to know a Larry,
Situations.
and you have to know if he yawned, and you have to have someone you call baby.
Here's a good one. B-L-D.
BLD. Blonde, long-legged dame.
Big. Loud. Doug. The names. I need to quit doing the names.
Is that right? Is he right?
Bad life decision.
Bad life decision.
Bad life
All
decision.
right, I'm gonna try. Like, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get him right.
Next.
Okay. B-M-G.
BMG. First of all, this is a defunct CD sales program.
Yeah, that you can subscribe to.
Something music group.
But
like get 8 CDs for the price of 1 cent. You remember that? That's BMG.
my game.
But my game. What is it? I don't have one.
Be my guest.
Be my guest. Let's
Be my guest.
I maybe it's just the B's. Can we go to something else? We're not good with B's. Maybe
Okay,
that's it.
One more B that you. This is
One more B. Stevie says one more B.
B-M.
Bowel movement.
U-S.
Bowel movement under stairs. Sometimes you gotta go and you gotta find some stairs.
Been there, done that.
Been my uncle bet my undershirt.
Sandy. I'll throw Sandy in there.
It's Beam Me Up, Scott.
Beam me up,
that had a
Scotty.
name in it. Scotty.
Yeah, it was so close. Beam me up, Sandy is.
Um,
Give me a long one, like the longest one you can.
Since we're so good at the short ones.
okay. D-L-T-B-B-B.
Don't let
DLT BBB.
Don't let the big buttered biscuit. Don't let the baby.
Bash.
Don't let the boys bring beer.
Don't let the boys bring beer.
It's when you want to have a dry party.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh, I was
Let
so
the
close.
bed bugs bite.
Boys bring beer.
D-L-S.
DLS. DLS.
Don't lose sleep. Don't lose sleep.
Over it. OI. DLSOI. Don't lose
Don't
sleep
lose
over
sleep
it.
over it.
Dirty little secret.
Oh.
Dirty little secret. All right, I got this one.
D-K-D-C.
DKDC?
Does knowledge dictate command? It's the question we all want to know. Does knowledge dictate command? Like, just because you know something doesn't mean you should be in charge.
I think it means dark.
I hope not. I've been proving that.
Dark night,
Dries.
dirty car.
Dark night.
It's like it's a situation. Dark night, dirty car.
What
but
is it?
It's
Don't
Batman.
know, don't care.
Don't know, don't care.
Does knowledge dictate command?
A weird one. EI.
It's too short. It's too short. It's nothing.
extra
I'm joking. What is it?
introvert.
Eat it.
This is also an odd one.
I want a long one.
Okay.
E-okay. Everything's okay.
I'm gonna guess a little bit on this one. E-N
E-M.
F
F.
B-I.
B-I. Even my father built isthmuses.
Every
Oh, MF is a bad word sometimes.
male forgets birthdays intermittently. That's it. And that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Every male forgets birthdays intermittently.
Not all the time. What is it?
You're right.
Yes!
I believed you for a second.
Excuse me for busting in.
Excuse me for busting in, but every male forgets birthdays
The
intermittently.
reason the FBI likes that one is because it has FBI in it. That's what FBI stands for busting in.
Did you think that was funny, Eddie? It wasn't funny.
Okay, here's a long one.
FT.
B
B.
O-N
O N
M
M.
H. F-T-B-O-M-H.
Foot bomb.
Forget the beer. Only make hot dogs. That's a good one. That's about beer again.
I know we did not guess. We got to go. Let's go with it.
Forget the beer, only make hot dogs.
From the bottom of my heart.
Ah!
From the bottom of my
But
heart.
okay, so I want to just talk
Feliz
practically about
Navidad.
these for a second because the reason they
want
have this
to-
glossary,
I want to
I always say glossary
practically
because
for
it's
a-
incorrect, and that's what I thought it was as a child.
IWTTPFAM.
Why do they
I
have?
want to talk practically for a minute.
The FBI is sitting there, and they're listening to everything everybody's saying, right? And so then they see these words come up, and they're like, "Well, I got to put that in the glossary." But
When in doubt, what? Put it in the glossary.
you have to have a conversation offline about these acronyms in order to then be able to use
know
them.
what it is.
So me and you have to be like, it's not bring only hot dogs, make only hot dogs. Forget the beer, bring only hot dogs. I have to come to you and I have to say, listen, when I text you so-and-so, it means forget the beer, bring only hot dogs. And you're like, oh, I got to remember that.
Mhm, yeah.
You know, otherwise, how do you know this stuff?
Yeah.
Like best friends till death do us part, or whatever that one was?
Well, let me postulate this.
Postulate this.
Some
PT.
they brought in a consultant
He didn't
who
know
was
anything.
playing a big joke on him. I mean,
Yeah, he's loving
I'm
this
just gonna
episode.
I'm gonna throw in a bunch of acronyms. Let's do one more. Let's call it a night, a morning.
Trying to find a good one here.
The one from the episode we missed?
Oh, we missed that one from the episode. What was that one?
Let me pull that up.
It was BTDTGTTSAWIO.
What
Whoa.
kind of moron?
BTDTGTTSAWIO. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to really team up on this one.
But
Backwoods. Let's go with
backwoods
thoughts.
thoughts do take generally
Twice the
sacrifice
as
whole
intact.
offerings.
So
Is that it?
What did we just say? Let's do it.
Backwoods thoughts do take generally twice the sacrifice as whole intact observations. Yep.
What does that mean, first of all?
It means a lot.
Backwoods thoughts do take what?
Generally
twice
the sacrifice as whole. What was the I?
Intact observations. So first of all, I was saying
it means that
backwoods thoughts are not intact observations, but they do take
simple wisdom
twice as much.
Simple backwoods wisdom. Just guys just shooting the breeze and coming up with stuff
Takes a lot of
It
work.
isn't as easy as you think it is.
No, or as accurate.
It takes twice the sacrifice because they can't. A lot of them can't even read. For them to be able to. For them to be able to come up with a great observation about something without being able to visualize the actual writing of it takes twice the sacrifice.
Right, and that's why that's the right answer.
So what is it?
Been there, done that.
Got the T-shirt and washed it also. Washed it
Wore it out.
and wore it out. Been there,
Done
got
that.
been there,
Done that.
been there, done that, got the T-shirt and wore it out. Man, I should have known that.
Yeah, we could.
I'm sure that you knew that.
Well, the FBI knows that.
The FBI knows that.
They know what you're thinking too.